Subtraction of mixed numbers. To subtract a mixed number from another mixed number, we have rules to follow. If the mixed numbers have similar fractional parts, subtract the whole numbers and then subtract the fractional parts following our rule for subtractions of similar fractions. Example, we have 9 and 2/5 minus 4 and 1/5. We have observed that the fractional parts is similar. Okay, so we need to subtract the whole numbers first. Okay, so 9 minus 4, then plus, proceed to subtract the fractional parts. 2/5 minus 1/5. Okay, so equals 9 minus 4 is 5 plus, okay, since these two fractions is similar, okay, proceed to subtract the numerators above and then retain the denominator. So 2 minus 1 is 1 over 5. So the answer will be 5 plus 1/5 is 5 and 1/5. So this is our answer. Another rule is when the mixed numbers have fractional parts which are not similar, then change the fractional parts into similar fractions and then proceeds to subtraction. Like we have here in the example, we have 12 and 2/3 minus 8 and 1/4. So the fractional parts 2/3 and 1/4 are the similar fractions. So we need to separate first the whole numbers. 12 minus 8, okay, plus, and then 2/3 minus 1/4 on the other side. Okay, so equals 12 minus 8 is 4 plus, okay, so since the denominator of these two fractions are dissimilar, so we need to obtain first the least common denominator. So the least common denominator of 3 and 4 is 12. Okay, so 12 divided by 3 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. And then 12 divided by 4 is 3 times 1 is 3. Okay, so since our denominator, since these two fractions are similar fractions, now we can proceed to subtraction. Okay, so 4 plus, okay, so subtract the numerators above, 8 minus 3, and then retain the denominator. Okay, so equals, okay, 4 plus 8 minus 3 is 5 over 12. So the answer will be 4 and 5, 12. So this is our answer. Another rule is if the fraction in the subtrahend is greater than the fraction of the minuend, convert 1 unit of the minuend into an improper fraction with the correct denominator and add this unit to the existing fraction in the minuend. But first, we need to determine which is the minuend and the subtrahend. So 23 and 1/8 is the minuend, and 15 and 3/4 is the subtrahend. And then we have observed that the fractional parts of the minuend is lesser than the fractional part of the subtrahend. And these two fractions is dissimilar fractions, so we cannot proceed to subtraction. So first thing we need to do is convert it into similar fractions. Okay, so we need to get first the least common denominator of these two fractional parts. Okay, so 23 and then 15. Okay, so the least common denominator of 1/8 and 3/4 is 8. Okay, so as we have learned, as I have discussed from the other videos on how to get the least common denominator. So 8 divided by 8 is 1. 1 times 1 is 1. 8 divided by 4 is 2. 2 times 3 is 6. Okay, can we proceed to subtraction now? No, we cannot, because the subtrahend is greater, the fractional part of subtrahend is greater than the fractional part of minuend. So the rule says that we need to convert 1 unit from this whole number, 23. Okay, so how are we going to do that? Okay, so we need to borrow 1 unit from 23. So 23 it will become 22. And then, so the 1 unit, 8 over 8, we need to add to the fractional part of 1/8. So it becomes 9/8. Okay, then copy the subtrahend. Okay, so can we proceed to subtraction now? Yes, we can, because the fractional part of the minuend is greater than the fractional part of the subtrahend. Okay, so proceed to subtraction. 22 minus 15 is 7. Okay, and then 9 minus 6 is 3, and then retain the denominator. So our answer is 7 and 3/8. Subtraction of mixed numbers and whole numbers. To subtract a mixed number from a whole number, convert 1 unit of the minuend, this is the minuend, into an improper fraction with the same denominator as the fraction in subtrahend. So this is the subtrahend, reducing the whole number in the minuend by 1, and then proceed to subtraction. Example, we have here 49 minus 25 and 1/8. So we need to convert 1 unit of the minuend into an improper fraction. So we have to borrow 1 unit from the whole number 49. So 49 will become 48. And then the 1 unit we need to convert into an improper fraction, this with the same denominator here in the fractional part of the subtrahend. So 8 over 8. So we have now 48 and 8 over 8. Then proceed to subtraction. Okay, so just copy the subtrahin. Okay, 25 and 1/8. Okay, so equals 48 minus 25, so it will be 23. Since our fractional parts is similar fractions, so proceed to subtraction. Then retain the denominator. So 8 minus 1 is 7, 8. Okay, so our answer is 23 and 7, 8. To subtract a whole number from a mixed number, simply subtract the whole numbers and copy the fraction. Example, we have here 104 and 11 over 12 minus 97. Okay, so we simply subtract the whole number. 104 minus 97 is 7, and then copy the fraction. Okay, so our answer is 7 and 11 over 12.